everybody, I'm AnnieB and welcome to my channel. I'm on today to show you the items that I made from the February 2022, I almost said 2020, but I'm going to show you the items that I made from the February 2022 bargain bead box. So hold on a second, we will get started. Okie dokie, this is set number 1, and as you can see I made a necklace, and if you saw my previous video, this is the one that I started on. This is my first piece. Well, I made these first, but the beads are the ones that sparked my interest and my design juices to make this set here. So for this set, I used from the box the 36 by 32 millimeter filigree style round pendant. I used some bead caps. I used the Sear Rollo chain. I used the 8mm natural amethyst bead. These are matte. And I used the 14 by 6mm crystal teardrop beads. To me, these are pretty. They really spoke to me. And I used some daisy spacers from my stash. And I used the bell for my stash. I also used the toggle clasp. This is the toggle clasp that was included in the box, and I made this lovely piece here. Now, I always like to make a focal piece in anything that I do, so I used those two. I used just 2 of those natural amethyst beads, the matte kind, and of course I put that little coin bead here in the center, and I didn't do anything. I thought about adding some other beads or something, but the piece itself is pretty enough. So I made the necklace, and of course I made the earrings, and I wanted a simple ear wire, and I made this little loop ear wire here. So this is set number 1, the necklace and the earrings. I think they are so cute. So let's move on to the next pair. Okay, what you're looking at is necklace set. This is number 2. And this is number 3, and I'm showing you all of this together because I used the 8mm amethyst beads. I actually started out with this piece here, and as you can see, I used a Rollo chain here, and I love this piece. The first time I saw this piece, I thought it was gorgeous. So there wasn't anything too much that you could do with it, but when I made it and I held it up, it looked like it was missing something, you know, just that naked piece like that. So what I decided to do was to create a dangle, and it just flows over the center piece of this pendant here. And like I said, I kept the little bell. Normally I discard the bells, but I decided I would keep the bell this time, and I used those donut links that they have. I used the amethyst bead, and I used the 4mm crystal bicone beads here to, you know, with the dangles to help make that little dangle, to help make it pop. And I used the toggle clasp. And I also made a pair of earrings, also using the donut links that they have. And I also made the little dangle here. Now, what I did also with this, I decided to highlight that darkness in it, so I painted it black, and I used some resin in here just to seal it in, so that's not going anywhere. That's not going to come apart. And again, I made the ear wire that I have that you see here, and I also used the little bicones here just to mimic the whole set. And to keep it going, I had just a few more of those 8mm amethyst beads and I decided I would make this pair, and I'm going to show you at the end how this goes together. I actually put these together. You can actually wear them together and they look very nice, and I'll show you at the end, so you just stay tuned for that. So let's just move on to the next set that I made. Okay, these are the final pieces that I made. What you're looking at, I made 2 bracelets, and I made a pair of earrings to match one of the bracelet. But let's get started with this one here. This is a memory wire bracelet. I'm not a fan of memory wire, but I will, from time to time, I pull out and I'll make one. And I'm kind of hesitant about using memory wire because I've lost so many bracelets, especially if you're not making the consistent, the loop bracelet. If you just one single loop, it's easy to lose it. So what I decided to do was to put a magnetic clasp on it. And with the magnetic clasp, it's magnetized and it sticks to everything. So what I did was I tried to, demagnify it. So what I did was I used some clear nail polish on the chain, and it worked. It doesn't stick to the chain as quickly as it would if it didn't have any coating on it. So as you can see, I use the 10 millimeter. These are the pattern glass beads, and I think they're cute. These are very nice, and I use those coin spacer beads, and I use some daisy spacer for my stash, and I made this, and it just hooks on here quite well, and I don't think that I would lose this. So this is my this is one of the bracelets that I made, and this is the second bracelet that I made, and I call this my coin bracelet. And I use the 8x4 Crystal Focus coin beads, the lavender AB. And when you saw these, I know you felt the same as I did. They were pretty. They are really, really gorgeous. They are shiny. And I use those 3 millimeter finely faceted natural amethyst bead. And I use some tiny spacers from my stash. And I use the circle toggle clasp from the box, and I made this piece right here, and I think it turned out really nice. And of course, a dangle. It's very rare for me to make a bracelet or anything without a dangle. I just love the dangles. And I also made had a couple of beads left, and I made a very simple basic pair of earrings, and I use a toggle clasp here. Well, not the toggle clasp. Some lever back ear wires, and I made this pair to go with this bracelet here, and it complements it quite well. This is nice, and I got the little shell ear wire right there, and it is so pretty. I think this is so nice. It's nice, it's shiny, it sparkles. The camera isn't doing it any good, but if you saw it in person, it is really, really pretty. And if you got these beads, you know what I'm talking about. They are really, really pretty. So these are all the items that I made. And don't forget to, if you like what you see, and just go ahead and like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell again. Get all notification for all the videos that I make, and I would love to have you on board. So as always, stay tuned, and I will show you a still shots of all the video items that I made, and it'll give you a clearer picture of them to see how lovely they are. Okay guys, thank you so much for chiming in, and I will see you in the next video. Take care now. Bye bye.